Hello teachers and staff. In this video tutorial today, we're going to go over Flubaroo. Flubaroo is an add-on for Google Drive, another add-on. And with this, what you do is you create a Google form, you add Flubaroo to it, and then with this Google form, what you're going to do is you're going to make it a quiz. So what you do is you take the quiz, and Flubaroo makes that the answer key, and then automatically grades every Google form with your answers. So what you're going to want to do is go to drive.google.com. I have it bookmarked right here, so I'm just going to go ahead and click on it. And it's drive.google.com. And then you're going to want to create a new, more Google Forms. So we're going to name this form. We're just going to name this Example Quiz. So the first question, this is going to be, what is your first name? Text. Required question. We're going to add another text. Last name. Required question. And we're just going to click done for right now. Up here, it says require Prairie Hill CUSD number 133 login to view this form. We're going to want that so students can only view this form with their Prairie Hill account. And then we're going to also have it so it automatically collects respondents' Prairie Hill CUSD number 133 username. This is just going to take it so we don't have to have the email question, and it's just going to use the username for the email. And then down here, it says only allow one response per person. This requires the login. We want that. This is going to cut down on cheating, so students can only submit one response and they can't cheat. You can shuffle the question order if you'd like. It doesn't really matter. If you'd like to, you can. Shuffling it, it's pretty self-explanatory. This is a quiz, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And so when the shuffled questions, it's going to just be not in the same order. I'm going to use that. And you can also show a progress bar at the bottom of form pages. I'm not going to add that. And then down here at confirmation page, you can publish and show a public link to form responses. We're not going to do that because then our students can see everybody else's answers. And then there's also allow responders to edit responses after submitting. We do not want that because if somebody looks at somebody else's screen and sees that they did this and that should be the correct answer, they're going to go back and change it. We don't want that. And then this little text, this is just going to be on the last page. Right now it says your response has been recorded. I'm going to say, thank you for taking the quiz, exclamation mark. I bet you did great. Just to be nice. Okay, so now up here you can also do form description. Let's just say this is a test quiz of Flubaroo. And then we're going to add another item. Now, these are going to be multiple choice checkboxes and choose from a list. The reason we're going to do these are because if you use Flubaroo to grade it, you're going to have to, if you want it to be computer graded, it's going to have to be multiple choice. Because if you want to do, let's say, an extended response, how's it going to know what the correct answer is? What we're going to do is, I'm going to show you how to use an extended response, which is the paragraph text, in the quiz, but you can grade it yourself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do multiple choice. I'm just going to say, how many legs does a dog have? Just a random question. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to make this required. And then if you hit advanced settings, you can shuffle the option order. So if these are longer words and somebody is looking over at if a student is looking over at somebody else's Chromebook screen, they can notice that, oh, they chose the first one. That's probably the correct answer. But if you shuffle the option order, everybody's will be different. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to hit done. Now I'm going to hit the arrow, and I'm going to add a multiple choice one again. Now I'm going to say, what is 5 plus 5? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Required question, and I'm going to shuffle the option order. Click done again. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an item, and I'm going to do check boxes. So this one, they can choose multiple options for the answers. So I'm going to say, what are the square roots of 25? 4, -4, 5, -5. Advanced settings, and then I'm going to hit shuffle option order. You can also do this. So data validation is so they have to select at least 2. So I'm going to do that. So they have to select at least 2 for this. Actually, they have to select exactly, not at least, exactly. That way, it gives them a better chance of getting a good grade. And now I'm going to make that required, and I'm going to hit done. And I'm going to add another item, and I'm going to make this a paragraph text. And I'm going to say, explain why 5 times, I'm just going to do x, 5 is, actually, I don't want to do that because that is going to be the answer for the previous question. So I'm just going to say why 6 times 6 is 36. I'm going to make that required. And if I hit advanced, you can't shuffle the order, but what you can do, this is very neat. So there has to be a minimum character amount of, let's say, 10. Also, for this, under advanced, you can do a custom error text. So saying, you need to select 2 answers. Done. And then for this, you have to have 10 characters. Period. And I'm going to hit done. And now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit view live form, and I am going to take the quiz. And as you can see, I shuffled up the option order, and it's completely different than what the actual quiz looks like. So I'm going to go back over to it. And I just want to point this out. I am using a Mac for this tutorial. You can use this on any operating system, and it does not have to be in Google Chrome. So, as you can see, I'm signed in with my prairiehill.org username, and I'm going to explain why 6 times 6 is 36. If you add 6 times, it equals 36. Period. What are the square roots of 25? 5 and -5. My last name, Eichinger. How many legs does the dog have? 4. First name, Colin. What is 5 plus 5? 10. And you can also do it so it'll send you a copy of your responses because you've signed in with your at prairiehill.org username. And I'm going to have that so I know what I answered on my quiz. And I'm going to hit submit. Thank you for taking the quiz. I bet you did great. And as you can see, I cannot submit another one. So if I go back and if I go to responses, I have to choose my response destination, new spreadsheet. I don't want it to always create a new spreadsheet because there may be some times where I want to be in a different area. So I can go ahead and hit create. Then I'm going to hit view responses. And as you can see, there's there are my answers. So I'm just going to click that, and if you double click this, it'll resize it so you can see everything. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to a guest account so I can log in with another prairiehill.org username and take the quiz again. Okay, everybody, I got into a guest window, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to my window. I'm going to go to my quiz. I'm going to hit view live form again. I'm going to close thanks. Oh, I've already responded. So what I'm actually going to have to do is in my quiz, if I hit send form, I'm just going to get the short URL, copy that. Now go to my guest window, paste it, and it's going to take me to the form. And as you can see, it says, please enter your full email address. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Okay, so I've logged in, and now I'm back to the quiz. So my first name, I'm going to say Logan. What are the square roots of 25? I'm just going to say 4 and -4, just so I can get it wrong. Explain why 6 times 6 is 36. I'm just going to say cuz. How many legs does a dog have? 4. Oh, you have to have 10 characters. Because it can be. How many legs does a dog have? 4. Last name. What is 5 plus 5? 6. And I'm just going to hit send me a copy of my, I'm not going to click send me a copy of my responses actually, because he doesn't need his answers because he'll get them back. So I hit submit. And there we go. I thank you for taking the quiz. I bet you did great. So now if I close this and I'm back in my form, I'm going to go back to the responses, view responses. And then now we actually have to get Flubaroo so we can actually grade the quiz. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to go to add-ons, get add-ons, and then you're going to search for Flubaroo. And here it is. So I'm going to hit plus free. You have to hit it again. And then this page is going to pop up. This is just asking you if you want it to view everything in your account. And I'm going to hit accept. And it popped up saying Flubaroo. You saying a bunch of different stuff about it, so I'm going to close that. I'm going to go back to add-ons, hit Flubaroo, and I'm going to hit grade assignment. And right here, it says username. This is what identifies the student. First name identifies the student. Last name identifies the student. How many legs does a dog have? 1 point. What is 5 plus 5? 1 point. What are the square roots of 25? I'm going to say 2 points because it is 2 different answers that they selected. Explain why 6 times 6 is 36. I'm actually going to hit skip grading because I'm going to grade that myself because it is an extended response. So now if I hit continue, it's going to say, which one is your answer key? This is my answer key. My first name is Colin, last name Eichinger. So hit continue. And it has graded my assignment. So if I view the grades, this is not graded, as it says. Oh, he only got 25% on it. He got 1 point. What did he get wrong? What is 5 plus 5? And what are the square roots of 25? That stinks. How many legs does a dog have? Oh, he got 100% on that. But that's all he got. So now if I go back up to add-ons, Flubaroo, I'm going to hit email grades. As you can see, this has popped up. Email address question. It is the username. Include a list of questions and scores. Yes. Include answer key. This is so they can study for it. Message to include in the email, optional. Please contact me for a redo. Then if I hit continue, 1 grades were successfully emailed. So I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to go over to his email and make sure that it's been sent. Okay, now I'm in Gmail, and this is the email that I've gotten. So number of emails sent, 1. Number of created submissions, 1. Points possible, 4. Answer key provided, yes. This is just like a summary of what's been emailed. The email was sent. I could not access it though, so just so you know, the emails will be sent to the students and everything will work then. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete that and go back over to my spreadsheet. And now what we're going to do to grade this is it's going to be in your spreadsheet. So what you can do is you can read over it and then you can just go over and say to your, and let's say this is worth 2 points. Okay, this person gets the full 2 points. This person gets no points because he does not really explain anything at all. So that's how you would grade that, because you'd have to grade it separately. So that's about it for this video. I thank everybody for watching and have a great day.